let me take you through the project we have built. This is actually the front end of the project. Uh, Up top here, you can see the data table. These are all the payment records coming straight out of the database. And down here, you can see the tax table, which we can filter based on the due date. And over here, when we click this navigation link, we can see the form which is uh, being used to add new payments in the system. So let's add some random record in the system for the demonstration purpose. Let's add CME 321. Let's set some payment status, and let's set the payment date and the due date as well. And let's add this record in the system. So over here, you can see the record is showing up in the table. We can even edit this record. For example, let's rename the name of the company and to some other name and save this record. And we can see over here the uh, the record has been updated. We can also delete the record as well. For example, let's delete this one. When we click the delete button, it pops up a confirmation model to make sure we didn't click the delete button mistakenly. So it's asking for the confirmation that if we really want to delete that record, when we click the delete button, it's gonna delete that record from the from the system. Okay. Um. All right. So we do have enabled a scroll bar as well. So by the time the data grows, so uh, we can look at all of the entries by scrolling down. And let's have a look at the tax table. So right now we have uh, all of the record available regarding the payments. We can filter this record based on the due date. Let's see the record of of the month of January. So these are all the records from from the month of January. We can also set a tax rate to calculate the tax on the total amount. So over here, as we can see, this is actually the total amount of all of the companies, um, and based on the tax rate, the tax due on this total amount is this one. So this is the front end. Let's have a look at the project structure. Uh, so we have divided the functional responsibilities among two microservices. One is payment record, the other one is reporting. Payment record is responsible for all of the communication with the database, retrieving, fetching, inserting, updating, all of the CRUD operation is being done in this service. And the reporting service is responsible for the entire front end, which we just have seen. So it is serving the HTML pages views to to the user, and it's also retrieving the information from its sibling payment record service, because this service is not communicating with database. So it's asking the payment record service to give me some data, whatever data is necessary or required or requested from the side of user. So payment record is after that responsible for retrieving that data from the database, and it passes that data to the reporting service. So these two are independent Flask uh, applications, and we have the this application running right now in the system. Let me show you the l- current logs by making by firing any request. Like for example, if I hit this endpoint, the main index endpoint, you can see this was the last log, and these are the logs which has been which are just rendered after that. Um, so you can see over here, I hit the endpoint which belongs to the reporting service. So what happening over here is the reporting service is behind the scene requesting the payment record service. This which is why we are seeing the payment record logs over here as well, because the reporting service send a request at the payment record endpoint, and and retrieved the data from the database regarding all of the payment records, and then it has shown all of those records at the front end.